Yo, 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 what is going on? Good morning. Good morning, Jacko. Good morning, Mel, Sandollar, Alexis, Jeff, Ryan, Maddie, King Carnage, E, Mighty One. What's up, Don't Fight Tram? What's up, Chris? Morning. So let's go through the game plan. I'm turning off this extended hours crap. Let's turn that off. So back on Thursday, we saw a gap up, saw a nice continuation. On Friday, we saw a gap up, continuation. We hit 510, great psychological level. From 510, we slowed down. We did not surpass 510 to reach 512.50, maybe even 515. Came back down, retested 507.50, kind of the higher low of where price pushed up from that Thursday, and then held as a support before closing, which it looked pretty bearish from there on its own. But in the grand scheme of things, it was just kind of a first initial slowdown towards the end of the day. And then you end up getting another breakdown here, holds a higher low, like I said. They hold a higher low from here, which is actually a great sign for buyers. They end up testing this higher low support again, and this is actually towards the end of the day where they pushed away from. So where they were holding a support and higher lows of, they ended up making a rejection of lower highs and even a push away from. So really all we're missing from bears is just breaking another level to the downside, which would be 505.86. You got 505, you got the range in which they're holding from when they gapped up on Thursday. So you're really going to be looking for shorts under this area, and majorly under this area. These are all short-term opportunities. Everything up here, if you're taking shorts anywhere up here, it's all short-term opportunity. You really need to wait until you see a crack of this area. So you got a little bit to go from there. If we see another continuation back up to 507.50, again, this is where we rejected. If we reject this again, this could be an initial sign that sellers are trying to step in and potentially give us more, right? And if not, if buyers just show up, they retake 507.50, they hold this as support to some extent, they get over that previous day high, previous day open area, there's a very good chance we're about to pump through 510, go to 512.50, maybe even 515, like I said earlier. We just have psychological levels above. But that's mainly our game plan today. But let me know if anybody has any questions or if anybody is confused on anything or if you guys want me to repeat something, please let me know. But good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning, D-Touch, Garden Trader, Carter, Fool, Tobias, Maddie Clams. Maddie, you banned yourself in Discord? I don't even think you can do that. Let me go find you. Yeah, you're still here. Oh, you're muted. Oh, you didn't accidentally ban yourself. You're muted. I don't know how you did that. Let me go see. Let's all make fun of Maddie here in a second. All right, so Maddie, you apparently the bot picked up in your GIF that you sent that it had a bad word in it. It said "son of a bitch" in it. Excuse me, YouTube. Sorry. I mean, I guess I'm not sorry, YouTube. I'm not monetizing this anyway. And that's it, apparently. Apparently, the word "son of a b" was in the link twice. But I don't see a problem with that. I unmuted you, by the way. You're good. There's a muted role you can get if you say a bunch of things or if your link says certain things, and it's not like a bad thing. I mean, you hear me say those words on here. It's just the bot. It's overprotective, man. I'm sorry. You should be good now, though. You're not in any trouble. All right, so we're gonna zoom in on the 2-day 5-minute because I just don't see the point in staring at the 5-day 5-minute. And then if we see anything, I'll zoom down to the 1-minute. We'll try to take a trade like we did yesterday. We didn't take a trade on here yesterday. We took a trade on the kick stream. Maddie learned the hard way that calling yourself Bueller and friending people is not... He's saying you were like scamming people. So we rip it open. That is a possibility. I'm not saying that. I covered both sides of the ball. I cover both sides, up and down. I am non-biased. I am non-biased, Tobias. Aloha SF, how you doing? Mernin, full Mernin. Good morning, Carter. Carter, I did see your message. I didn't have a chance to read it all entirely and reply, so I will get back to that after stream today, or maybe in the stream. But yeah, that's the game plan, guys. I hope you guys are ready. I like the game plan a lot, and honestly, on the bigger time frame too, if you guys have any access to my weekly watch list, there's a huge game plan on there, and essentially we're just watching under 505.84, 506.82 for a breakdown. We got a perfect test of this yesterday with no break. Today we're getting a slight bump up. We're going to be opening just under, as I say it, we're just going to be opening just under that top level right here. So we're battling a very indecisive area. Personally, guys, I wouldn't touch any plays that are stuck inside of 505.84, 506.82. I'll be dead honest with you. I wouldn't touch a single play inside of this little range. Now, sellers do have a little bit of an advantage rejecting from here and making a new low, but that isn't, you don't know that till you have the new low. So what's the point of taking this? That would be like random risk. When in fact, we're still in an uptrend, so, you know, gapping up is pretty normal. But let's see, do we pop that area or not? This is basically my game plan on the bigger time frame. You have like initial triggers, and then you have kind of like secondary triggers right here. That's really all we're looking for. Yeah, slight gap up. That's it. Nothing really significant. Not even gonna bother marking it. Yo, but what is SOUN? Anybody want to give me any breakdown of what the hell that even is? I'm out of the loop, I guess. I moved my mic up. Y'all probably tired of hearing my keyboard. No worries. Thanks again for the video info. No problem, man. Did you take attendance yet? I did not. You just showed up in time. Good morning, Fake Mojo. How you doing, man? Good morning, Mikey. How are you guys doing? I'm just asking Mikey and Mojo, not you, Creator. I don't want to know how you're doing. Soundhound AI incorporated as a... What? Oh, it's Soundhound? That's what that is? Oh, you could have just told me it was Soundhound. I know what it is. I didn't realize that's what that company was. That's crazy. I didn't even realize they were on the stock market. That's great for them. I've always personally been an advocate for them just because I think apps that do that shit are kind of crazy. Like, and I was able to do that back in school, like way back in the day. You could just hum into the phone. You could be like, and it'll know what song you're trying to go for. Or most of the time it would. Not every time, but most of the time. Back in the day, you could put your phone up to the radio. It'd be playing something. You'd be like, what song is this? I just can't remember it. I hear it all the time.
and then you end up hearing it. Like, that was the craziest thing to me, and that was honestly the first like dip into like voice recognition we've ever seen. That was actually kind of impressive, like at a consumer level, and I thought that was kind of crazy. So I'm not surprised to see them go up. Honestly, that's a pretty badass company. I didn't realize that's what this company was. I saw Sinful mention it twice, and now they're $7 a share. That's crazy. I always thought that was pretty cool. I don't know about y'all. Man, if this level breaks here, that also happens to break my level on the bigger time frame chart, 505.84. So kind of keep your eyes on that. If that ends up cracking, that's not a great sign for buyers. If it ends up holding, it's a great sign for buyers. Ends up pushing to the upside, great sign for buyers. Again, why is holding good for buyers? Because we are in an uptrend. Yeah, Shazam was the best. But all those apps, man, all those apps, they're the same. They're all so damn good. It's probably some weird monopoly we don't even know, and they're all like connected to the same company or something. I remember that. I still use it. Yeah, that was awesome. Feel old now. I remember AI. But yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool. What's another one that's kind of popping off today that we don't normally watch? You guys talked about SoundHound. What's another stock popping off that we pretty much never look at? Anybody got any new ones? Oh, by the way, guys, IWM finally moving up. I forgot to bring this up. Again, they are through the 200 mark by a lot. But basically, yesterday we talked about the higher lows holding this area yesterday, and then they dumped from it and retook it before the end of the day. Very good sign by buyers. They've now gapped up and smacked the next level. So we have a lot more to deal with here. So I'd go from your previous day close to your current day open with a fib. And I would look to see, does this fib area hold? Or do they just come back and give you the full retest? Or do they just break it all? Do they just dump under 200 again? We'll see. But either way, good move by IWM. Small caps moving higher while the market's settling. Everyone thinks nothing's moving, while small caps have been killing it the past couple days, past couple weeks. So it's just good to pay attention to that sector whenever the other sectors are cooling off. We talked about Apple as well the other day. If you zoom on over here, we have an overhead supply turning demand so far. It's from a long time ago, if you guys remember this chart. If you know, you know. But we're back here again, and we're fighting this area. So we'll see. Do we hold this potential fifth bounce, or does this become liquidity for a big fall? We'll see. Microsoft has also slowed down to a certain extent, but nothing crazy yet. No base broken. Whoops, it just went up, not down. You can see every chart kind of has that same effect. Well, except Tesla. They actually look like they're in a good enough risk-reward spot where over time, if everything holds and continues higher, Tesla could actually be one of the best winners over the next couple weeks. AVGO holding new highs again. Meta's still kind of near its all-time highs. Google did have that initial pullback and then one more, but they haven't really broken anything still. They're still just kind of holding over that bigger area they initially broke over. I know a lot of you guys are probably watching Boeing. Boeing is another one that looks decent. I set some levels on it today for my chat. Basically, a hold of 200 is a good sign. A break of this or a break of 199.10 are good for bears short term. A push over 201, a hold of 200, or a push over 201.40 can be a great sign for short term bulls. But a lot more people are watching the daily than they are anything else right now due to the fact that we are holding a potential area of support. So big demand here, potentially trying to hold it. Just overall, a lot of people are looking at this as good risk reward. So keep an eye on it. I would give this a little bit more. A lot of people always wait or don't wait, and then they get into this too early. In my experience, the first touch is never the first one you want to be in. You want to wait till you get more information. You want to wait till the chart's screaming at you to say, "Hey, dumbass, get in. This has a lot of buyers. Please get in, get in, get in, get in." That's when you should get in. Not when it touches your area of demand or area of support for the first time. So give yourself more information first. Wait for the chart to push you in. But this is one of the ones setting up. I know a lot of big swing traders who are still focused on this one, so I would keep your eye on Boeing still for any kind of play, up or down. Right now, risk reward is trying to set up for bulls until we see more. Zim, I was initially bullish on this. I'm short term trying to turn bearish on this. It's trying to turn this area of support into resistance, so that's a bad sign. I don't think I had any other conversation. We talked about Ulta. They finally hit new all-time high. I guess we should cheer about that. Am I on the max daily? I am. Alright, SPY's back to flat. I'm going back to SPY. Remember, if we see a break of this, it's not a good sign. AMD's at my level. Good looks. Yo-Yo got a tad late, carried away on making the brekkie. The brekkie. The way y'all talk is crazy. Look at A&F. Been up 100% since last October. Are you fucking joking? Don't mess with me. Oh yeah, where is SMCI? I'll come look at that one in a second. Okay. So all they did was just go back up to the area under 1,000, slowed down, now they're pulling away. They have a lot of room towards 791, so I'd watch that for a potential pullback if these new low holds. 791, 773. What was the one you said? See you later, Tobias. Look at A&F. A&F. Oh. Abercrombie and Fitch. Who would have known they were the staple of our economy? What the fuck? What the faux? Damn. Yeah, that's a pretty strong uptrend. Nothing to really argue on that one. New low potentially holding here on the 5-minute chart. We are again only 11 minutes into the day, but this is a good sign for bears short term. AMD's dumping hard. I think we saw something similar too on that SMCR chart right before I was dipping away from its daily. Yeah, they're under the multiple day low. There's something calming about seeing 3 red candles in a row in the daily. And yeah, I've been trying to keep my eye on the 10-year for y'all, on the daily, on the dollar. I don't know. This is probably the chart that scares me the most, because if this breaks support of the multiple times it's bounced from here, that's gonna change some sentiment. A lot more people are gonna turn more bearish. Apple's not something to joke around with. Same with Microsoft. If you see Microsoft get worse, because again, they're just kind of, again, making fresh lows for a second day in a row now, and possibly going down towards the Scott fill. And again, this is the new largest weight of the market, so pretty important. Again, if you're ever interested in what the weights are of the market, you can just hit SPY. You can click Analyze at the top of your screen, top left. You can see what the weights are. Microsoft is clearly in the lead. Apple, Nvidia. This is all pretty normal to see these collective of stock here, but Microsoft and Apple are pretty much always the top two and have been for a while. Pretty important to know that. Therefore, when you're going through your different individual tickers, you're able to break down, oh, okay, like this is why we're going down, or oh, this is why we could get worse, or if this ends up holding, this could make things recover. You know, just seeing those different things stack up together just gives you Good confirmations for SPY, considering they all affect SPY. And the heavier they are, the more they affect SPY. Good morning, VC. How you doing? God. That thing is not enjoying its time, is it? Let's get a screenshot for that for the Discord. Tesla look a little wild right now. And good morning to each and every one of you. We have almost 70 people in here. I hope each and every one of you are having a great morning so far, or at least a somewhat decent morning. Mental traded AMD. Good job, Ryan. See, like that right there, that's the kind of stuff you need to be able to be proud of. Like, not just going like, oh, well, I only mental traded it. And, you know, it's like you need to be in a good mindset. Like, you mental traded it. That's just as effective. Did you make money? No. Did you lose money? No. But did you gain some experience? Yes. And what are we really aimed towards right now? Getting experience. Good. Thanks. Hope you're doing the same. Thank you, VC. SPY back to previous day. After hours consolidation. Below pre-market low. Good looks by Mike. I'm not gonna lie. Tesla looks pretty good. We'll see if that continues. AMD. That one could use a retest. So I guess I'll wait for a slowdown. We could draw our little fib. See how that does. SPY's still just dealing with this new low made, but hasn't really done much since. So it's kind of stuck where we are right now. Most likely due to the semiconductors moving a little lower right there. So if semiconductors get worse, SPY can get worse. I'm really interested in Tesla too. Not really for a play, just because it's very interesting how it's like up here rejecting this level. That's really close to this area here. It's holding this area after wicking, filling most of its gap, and now it's trying to hold to a higher breakout level, which could send it a lot more. Leland is up over 100% on his Tesla swing. Continuation from yesterday. Great job, man. Yeah, I liked your post the other day when you were showing how you were bullish on Tesla and stuff and how it was breaking out of consolidation. And I'm glad to see you got your higher open and a little bit of continuation because that is great for your contracts. Great post, too, man. You've been pretty open with what you're swinging, what you're doing, too, so. Traded SPX for 20% on the first 80% of... Wait, what? Oh, on the first 80% of the day. I was like, what are you talking about? On the retest. I got you, man. Good stuff. Which type of retest was there if you want to give yourself a quiz question? Leland's a new swinger. Oh no, he swings. He ain't new. He ain't new to the game. That's sure. I'm sure about that one. Watching Goofy Google for possible moves to the... Wait, what? Oh, watching Goofy Google for possible moves to the upside. I thought you were telling me to Google something. I'm like, huh? Pause, creator, pause. You guys gotta watch yourself around this creator guy. Oh, IWM slowing down too. That's a good thing to mention. Nvidia, AMD, weakness still there. Tesla trying its best to hold a lot of its strength. Got a lot of things going in different directions right now. Like Amazon and Tesla aren't going the same way. A lot of the different semiconductor stocks aren't going the same way. A lot of confusion right now on the market. Just a lot of indecision, which could lead to some weakness, but we'll see. That's your first time hearing the fan? I've been pretty open with my fan being on and that I don't care that it turns on in the background because I like my fan more than I like y'all. I'll be honest, my fan is amazing. But yeah, it's pretty loud. Consumer confidence is coming out. Yep, y'all are all correct about that. I was just about to pull that up too. Y'all are nerds. Oh, Deep beat y'all to it. News in 10 minutes. Hydrate, homies. Look, Deep's even telling y'all to hydrate. Not a fan of your fan. You thought it was white noise? Y'all are nuts. No, I am sorry about the noise. I could bump it down. I only bumped it down a little. Me telling my members that I like my fan more than them. Alright. No. Alright, we got 6 minutes on that. You're gonna call my boyfriend Dyson. Fanboy. Oh my god. That was pretty good. You might get hot now. No, I'll be fine. I just like the feeling of the movement of air. Is that weird? Like, it's not even that I like my room, like, cold. I just like it to be, like, freshly air conditioned, or whatever the hell you would call that. The movement of air. Leland didn't tell me to full port Tesla so he could make money this time. Get a purifier. The AC is on. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, circulation. Thank you, Valdora, for making me sound even dumber. Open a window. That's not the weirdest thing you've said, so you're good. Oh, yeah, not by far. Or a door. These requests make me think y'all know y'all have never used fans in your own room. Man, pretty boring right here. It's like they perfectly set us up under that level right before news comes out. I mean, this is a great spot to dump from, but at the same time, if they retake this, it's going to trap a lot of shorts. So we'll see what happens here, but the AC is on. I have AC as well. I just like having the movement of air. Like, it feels good in here. The circulation feels good. Couldn't the fan is also on. I have a ceiling. I just said I have 2 fans. All right, we got delayed data for about a half second. That was weird. We have 3 minutes. That was very weird. I delayed data for like 2 minutes or 2 seconds on my TOS. 2 fans and I'm not one of them. Ouch. Shots to the heart. You can trade it on a sailboat if you like the wind. Oh my god. If you can get me a sailboat or like a boat with really good Wi-Fi, I'd do it. Do a stream from a boat. Oh no, YouTube saying shut it down again. The goat saying air purifiers are goated. Looks like we're getting a little bit of movement to the upside, trapping some bears right before news. We'll see if this continues beforehand or not, because we have 2 minutes left. Starlink. Creator reminding us all to focus. Good morning to each and every one of you, though. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. We've gone over a pretty big game plan this morning. If you'd like to go back to the beginning of the stream, you can. Right now, we're waiting on news to come out, so I'm kind of covering the game plan. But here in a second, when I move this, you can read it if you want. But yeah, I hope you guys are ready for the movement. The new yachts have a sat link so they can watch TV and make phone calls. Oh, I'll just ask Leland for his then. Looks like we did have a little bit of frame drop there, but it looks like it's clearing up now. Of course, it's happening as the news is about to come out in the market. Blame Fool Man. He told me to turn my fan off, and now YouTube's lagging. If it keeps lagging, I'm ending this and going to Kick, because Kick was a lot smoother the other day. I didn't change any settings. And I fixed my settings over the weekend, too. I even optimized it to exactly how YouTube wants me to do it. Damn. Sorry about the lag, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know what the fuck's causing it. News is coming out right now. And then it just deletes where it's not even there anymore. There it is. Consumer confidence. The forecasted was 115 with the previous 114.8. The actual is 106.7. What to expect? Considering the current position of the U.S. economy, traders must weigh two scenarios when assessing this data. Lower than expected data could indicate consumers are spending less than they otherwise would, potentially helping inflation's downward trend. Conversely, if sentiment turns out to be higher than expected, this may indicate that consumers are content about the financial climate, which could aid a soft landing. So, if people are, if the number's above, that means more people are buying or more people are spending than they should be. If people are not, then they're not. So, pretty simple explanation there. Looks like all the lag is cleared up. It's like we get to like 70, 80 people in here and it starts lagging. I don't understand. Like, it's like YouTube can't take it. Because, like, why are we not lagging right now? But it didn't change a single setting. That's what I mean by, like, this stuff isn't consistent. YouTube's just not consistent. I haven't changed anything, so nothing should be changed. Nothing should be messing up. And if it was messing up and it wasn't changed, then it would always be messing up. They must have knew that news was coming. Yeah, I mean, that's what that felt. That was weird. I know that's not connected in any way, shape, or form. We're just making jokes, but that is weird. And it's annoying. Very weird. But honestly, bears are still not screwed yet. It's just short-term screwed because they haven't really gotten out of anything. But you can see buyers are holding short-term on SPY. SPX, we're still hanging in this little area right now. IWM retaking what they lost. That's a good sign for small caps. And triple Q's still holding. So good sign by buyers. On a couple different charts now. AMD making a strong recovery. They haven't really retaken the whole of the support, but just getting into that support is a good sign. And Tesla, during all that, lost some of its strength. Nvidia getting back some of its losses. Are these bearish retests, or will they continue to hold these supports? You're in that pop short. God, Sinful is pretty funny. It's lagging because not enough likes on the stream, and not enough likes because the stream is lagging. It's never-ending pain. Where Duckman need him to pump EXPE more. He's probably working or busy with something. They're hammering that support now. Damn, good stuff, Mel. He said he was in that pop short, and then just now he said he's 51% now. Off of that one candle. Doesn't SPY have a gap to fill 501, 502 area? I do believe so, yes. C. Here, I guess I could have just shown you that chart. Every time they get down to that support, they wick it again. See, the first time we broke it, it was a good break. Then they made a higher low from it and broke it again. So it's like, alright, no bears. Then, it came back down again, and they're wicking it multiple times in a row again. So, I mean, this is bearish, but it's just, they're slowly retaking every single time they've lost that support. So, bulls are definitely present to some extent. PayPal's back to 60? What? Damn, they actually hit it today. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty bullish on this, but I just think this is going to be such a slow mover, and it's pretty much what I talked about yesterday on Kick. You know, you're not just trading to the up or the downside, or when you know when you're looking at price action, you're not just looking at up and down. You're not just looking at buying and selling. Like, you're literally looking at the change of sentiment, and it's kind of the same thing when you're investing into things like PayPal, for instance. Because a lot of people think, oh, I'll just get into it now, and then I'll hold forever and whatever, you know, right? And that's a good idea, but when you're looking at these stocks go up and down, like, you're also witnessing a change in sentiment. Like, sometimes you're witnessing the chart, you know, build one low and then a second low, then a third low, and then it finally breaks it. Like, that's price slowly trying to change sentiment, you know, over time, which is not always going to do that, but Apple coming back up through opening print. Mel said, dear sir, it's all posted. Bulls don't want to give up 506.50. Oh, yeah, no, they're still holding that pretty well. Jack, just to let you know, you tagged the wrong Taylor on Trade Floor. I don't even know who Taylor 1993 is.
Take notes, kids.
Thing is, both trades are under the 200 EMA. Oh, nice. So you give yourself like a parameter. I'll check it out here in a second, Mel.
All right, Mel, I'm looking at your trade now. Or trades, sorry. So you got previous day low, 200 EMA. Got in with the risk of today's open twice. Nice. With your 200 EMA there. Good stuff, man. Ooh. Ooh, Vistex. That post is clean.
Oh, keep in mind, guys, the tech chart, good mind, sinful. This is where we were looking for them to hold yesterday. They did it perfectly, and now they're back through it. They fell through it once. They're holding on top of it. So we'll see, do they flush through 20520s again? Nvidia, AMD, Tesla. Looks like SPY buyers are holding short term. Still. Green candlestick reading for Apple. Looks like Leland's also rooting for Apple. Sorry for the bright colors. But basically those colors are highlighting the fact that we're hitting the same support we've been hitting for a few times now on the daily time frame. So we're just showing that buyers have a good risk reward spot here. Tech is getting some movement. Sinful, good call out. You were pretty early on that one. He talked about how Tech was making some good moves. Did bring my account under 500 to test my brain if I can drive it to the moon. I have to be extremely selective to my entry or I blow up. That's a good thing, Mel, honestly, kind of limiting yourself and making yourself work harder for it. Because, I mean, again, what does pressure do, you know? Apple looking to go on the daily. We're going up. Apple potential outside bar inbound, nearly that 0.5 control point. Yeah, AMD on fire. Great call out, Sinful. You were on that insanely early. On the tech call outs, just in general. IWM retaining some of its gains. Exactly. Pressure makes diamonds. My bad, guys. Today's open is 506.69. I'm going to change it to gray. There we go. So we did break support, but from then, we've made a low and a higher low, and both times have gotten good wicks. One on a doji, one on a hammer, inside bar, control, break of the inside bar. Does everybody see that on the 5 minute? This is where the buying pressure is coming from short term. So here's your inside bar. It's inside of that candle. This candle pops over this candle and that candle. So as long as we're holding this area, we should be bullish. Moving short term. Pressure can do lots of things. Good and bad, let's be honest. Ooh, nice. Noxta rode that Adobe wave down. Huge gains on that one. Josh checked BBY weekly. No problem. Oh, I just hiccuped. Oh, God. Oh, Garth. Pretty good higher low here at 73. Man, all they really need to do is make a new high. Let's go to the daily. They seem to have done that here. Yeah, they just have that one recent high in their way. That's crazy, though, because everything else up to here, it's holding up very well. I like the amount of consolidation, because it's like Ulta. It's like any stock, pretty much, that's ever had that breakout to the all-time high or to its highs, like anything you've ever seen. It has to have that consolidation to give it the energy to make these moves. So, can it keep going? Yeah, it can. A lot of consolidation built up in that range. Microsoft. Good job by Leland, by the way. Does anybody want to tell me what this candlestick pattern is called? It might throw some of you off. Let's see who has their pattern recognition down. Who's been going through the resources we've been sharing? Holy shit, there's over 90 people in here. And look, error on YouTube. See, it's like every time we get a lot of people in here. I don't understand what causes that one. But either way, glad to have you all in here. Remember, a bearish engulfing is when you have one candle and then one candle open higher and finish lower. A dark cloud cover is when you have a day like, I mean, it could be any size day, and then you end up getting a slightly higher open. Whoops, why is my line doing that? A slightly higher open, and then it finishes past the halfway point of the previous candle. That creates a dark cloud cover, but it doesn't give you the engulfing, where it completely gets you the lower close as well. So that's the difference between those. Pretty important. Looks like they're making the 5-minute inside bar fail a little bit here. Exactly, Ryan. You got that one. You're good, Maddie. No, you're good. You're good. If you said bearish engulfing, so that at least tells me you're in the right, direction. Now, if you would have been like, oh, that's an evening star, I would have been like, okay, this guy's tripping. YouTube messing up with Hefe. It's okay, guys. I'm not going to let it get to me. YouTube is acting a little dumb, though. I mean, you guys witnessed it firsthand. You saw us have 50, 60 people in here and nothing was wrong. Everything was running smoothly. And then as soon as I look over to my left and I see we have 90 plus people in here, it acts up. I don't know. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to do about that one. That's YouTube servers. We're going to have to move to Kick or something one day. This is crazy. Tesla breaking down a little more.